Hey guys, Jason back here with another Troop Spotlight. Today we're going to highlight the Froster. The Froster got a huge update in a recent patch. It went from crappy to one of the best defensive units in the game. Some people even say that it's actually a good offensive unit. We'll go take a real quick look at all the stuff Froster here. Froster, it says it deals 41 ice damage, has a range of 5.5, which is one of the largest ranges in the game. It's only second to, I believe, Cannon, which has a 6.0 range. It also has a 75% resistance to blunt, which is good against the paladins and also the skull towers and the bomb towers. So that's a pretty cool fact. You can possibly use it in high level gameplay against the skull towers because the skull towers again are also weak to ice. So that could be why people are using Froster in high level gameplay. I've never actually tried to attack with a Froster. Maybe something I'll have to try and do. So you can see this is a level 3. It has 400 life, so a very low life pool. It gets up to around 800 or so life at max level. And then the damage, I believe it gets up to around 80 or so damage at max level. It is also 100% weak to fire, so it's kind of weird because in the high level gameplay you're taking on firebolt towers and skull towers. So the Froster is really good against the skull tower, but it's really weak against the firebolt tower. So if the opponent has a good mix between firebolt and skull tower, like every other one is a firebolt, everyone is a skull tower, the Froster won't be effective. If your opponent is actually placing with a lot of skull towers bunched up, like 2 or 3 together, and then like 2 or 3 firebolt towers together in a bad placement like that, the Froster would be a lot more effective. So weakness, he's also, like I said, weak to fire, which means he's weak to pyromancers as well. And pyromancers, they do a decent chunk of fire damage, so you really got to be protective with the Froster. If you're going to use the Froster in an offensive strategy, you're going to want to either use the shield spell to give him a lot more life, or use the heal spell to have protection and heal him up again. Like I said, I've never used the Froster attacking, so I can't speak for that, but some people do like using him in offensive battles. Where he really shines, though, is in defensive attacks in your wave groups. And the reason why is every time he attacks someone, he freezes them and slows them down dramatically. So it pretty much cuts the rate of attack down to like 50% or 75%, and it also makes you a lot slower. So go ahead and throw a whole bunch of Frosters in here. The Froster also got a movement speed increase, so it's now as fast as the Knight. So the Knight and the Froster are the only troops in the game that are actually faster than all the other ones. The Hero is the fastest unit, and then these guys are like right behind them. They'll jog and they'll almost catch up. So actually, I'll take one of those out and I'll put a Paladin in there to show you the speed difference. I'm gonna go run through my base here. We're gonna use Frosters for the demonstration purpose, since this is all about the Froster here. I'm gonna give it a go. Like I said, you do want to try and combo with the heal spell or the shield spell to give them more life and give them more survivability. And by no means are you going to be attacking solely with just Frosters. But you notice the Frosters come out. They come out pretty quickly. We can give them a shield so they have extra life there. And you'll notice this, and now my hero runs extremely slow, and the slow effect lasts for a very long time, and it actually lasts, I believe, longer as you level up the Froster. So, and then one of the unknown or hidden effects of the slow, and look at that, that just looks pretty damn cool. One of the hidden effects of the slow is that it doesn't allow your hero to actually regenerate. So if he's on the slow effect, he won't slowly regenerate his health over time, which is a big plus. You'll notice here that the Frosters aren't really dying, and that's thanks to the shield and the fact that every time they hit someone, they slow them down, they slow their rate of fire down, so those guys are going to become less effective against them. So you'll notice the range is pretty damn big. They're shooting all the way across from that choke point right there. So again, a mad amount of frosters is definitely not going to be a way to, 100% someone. It's going to be too slow. But using a combination of frosters and attacking may actually, look at that. That looks just pretty damn cool. I mean, a big ass ice cube. And look how many frosters we have here. The cannon's stuck in the corner over there. We'll see how much that bomb actually does. Well, the bomb took a good chunk of the shield. You can just refresh the shield now since it has such a quick cooldown. The shield's only at 14 seconds. So you'll notice there we didn't 100% didn't get that far in the base, but we do have a massive amount of frosters. Pretty damn cool. If we weren't messing around so much. You'll see there, I mean, those paladins, they don't stand a chance. So definitely you want to put one froster in every single wave that you have to slow down the hero, to stop the hero from regenerating slowly over time. And then offensive, froster may be something to actually work around and give it a try, especially in the higher level gameplay when you're fighting a lot of skull towers. But again, you do want to be very, very careful when you're fighting skull towers, because the firebolt towers are going to be right there as well, and those guys will just disintegrate the froster. Again, you might want to try and look at using the froster in combination with the shield spell or the heal spell. So those are the tips and tricks of the froster there. Like I said, definitely put one in every single one of your waves. Level it up, and then it will slow down the hero, I believe, a little bit longer as you level it up. Huge upgrade in the froster. The froster pretty much is now a must-have defensive unit. And offensive, it looks pretty damn cool. I mean, that was a cool video, I gotta say. Drop down some comments down there. Let me know your froster experience. If there's any other thoughts or tricks or tips that you want to share about the froster that I forgot to mention or didn't mention or don't know about, please let me know. Froster definitely got a really, really cool update.